Okay. This question talks about six friends, Abhas, Barun, Charu, Deepak, Farooq and Govinda, who holds a different designation among MD, actor, BM, footballer, consultant and doctor, with no two of them holding the same position. Each of them lives in a different city from among Faridabad, Chennai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Kolkata and Bombay, and owns a different car from among Corolla, Mercedes, Centro, Swift, Decor and BMW. Each of the six cars is of a different color out of blue, white, black, yellow, green and red. It is also known that. What we have to do in this question is we have to match the person with his designation, with his city where he lives, with his car that he owns and the color of the car. So basically we have to match these five parameters and some information is given about these all these people and the city, cars, designation and their color. The information is Avhaz stays in Faridabad and owns a Swift. The actor owns the Mercedes and stays in Delhi. For exactly one of them, the initial letter of his name, his designation, his city, his car, and the color of the car is the same. For exactly one of them, the initial letter of all the four parameters is different from the initial letter of his name. Fourth point, except for the above two friends, for every other friend, exactly one out of the designation, city, car, color of the car starts with the same initial letter as their names. The person having the black Corolla stays in Gurgaon. Decor is yellow in color and Centro is owned by the doctor and is not green in color. Deepak does not own a Centro. Now to solve this question, what we have to do, we'll prepare a table and I'll write the name of the people like this: A, B, C, D, F and G. Fine. Here I will write designation that they hold, then the city where they live in, then the car, then the color of the car. If I find any direct information, I'll fill it in this table. If I find something indirect, I'll keep it aside for later on. Fine. Now, if I look at point 1, Abhaz stays in Faridabad and owns a Swift. Abhaz stays in Faridabad, so I'll fill Faridabad here and owns a Swift. Next, the actor owns the Mercedes and stays in Delhi. I don't know who is the actor who owns Mercedes and who stays in Delhi. So I'll write it aside. There is some actor who stays in Delhi and who owns a Mercedes. I'm done with the first point. Next, for exactly one of them, the initial letter is his name matches, designation, city, everything. Second, third and fourth one we can consider later on. We'll fill the table first. From the fifth point, the person having the black Corolla stays in Gurgaon. I don't know who has a black car, a Corolla or Gurgaon. So I'll keep it again aside. A person who stays in Gurgaon is having a Corolla which is black in color. Fine. Next, decor is yellow in color. This is decor. Sorry. This is decor. It is yellow in color. And Centro is owned by a doctor and is not green in color. Centro is owned by a doctor and is not green in color. So its color is not green. So the color could be any of the remaining four. We'll write that later on. But it's not green. That I will write it here. Fine. Now, I know that there is one person from statement 2 for whom his name's initial, designation, city, car and car color initial, color of the car initial is same. Now let's figure out who the person is. It's not A. Fine. If I see there is only one car with initial C and that car Corolla is black in color, so C cannot be that person. Again, there is only one car with initial D and that is yellow in color. Again, D cannot be that person. Fine. There is no car with F and there is no car with G. So the only possibility is B. So the person is Barun, his designation is BM, his city is Bombay, his car is BMW, and its color is either blue or black. We know that Corolla is black, so it has to be blue. Now, there is one person for whom all the four parameters and his initial of his name are different. Now, if I look at A, can A be that person? For I know that among the designations, A cannot, A can, sorry, let's do it that way. Okay, can A be that person for whom all the four parameters and the initial of his name is different? We know that there is no color which is starting with A. There is only one designation which starts with A, that is actor, but that actor stays in Delhi, whereas the person Abhas, who he stays in Faridabad. So we know that A's designation will start with some other letter, and definitely the color is again some other letter, and city and car are already given, they start with F and S respectively. So we are now sure that A is that person for whom all the four parameters starts with a different initial, and B is the one for whom all the starts with the same initial as his name. So the remaining from statement 4, the remaining four people, that is C, D, E and F, for these four people exactly one of the four parameters will match with their initial name. Fine. Now we see, now we have to figure out what could be those four parameters for C. Let's see. If I go with this Actor Delhi Mercedes combination, I know that there is no color which starts with C. Fine. So A, D and M, and the color will be again different. So C cannot be an actor. Now if I look at this Gurgaon Corolla and black combination, Gurgaon Corolla and black combination, this is a possibility for C. Fine, provided C is not a consultant. The profession of C has to be different. So this is a possibility, I keep this an option. Fine. Next possibility is Dicor and yellow. Dicor and yellow is possible only when the city is either Chennai or he is a consultant, and Dr. Centro is possible only when the city is either Chennai and there is no other possibility. Fine. So for C we see that all the three possibilities are there. Let's see what are the possibilities for D. For D, the possibility can be his designation might match, that is doctor, but it is given that D does not own a centro, and I know that the doctor owns a centro. So the last possibility is not there for D. Fine. Dicor and yellow is a possibility for D, provided the remaining two, that is the designation and city, does not match. Fine. Gurgaon Corolla black cannot be a possibility for D because G, C and B does not match his initial, and I know that there is only one designation with D and that person is not a doctor. So this is not a possibility for D. And Actor Delhi Mercedes again can be a possibility for D. This is all we know. So again D has two possibilities. Now we look at it in a different way. We know that there is a combination of a doctor and a centro. And I know that for centro the color is not green. I know that the color is not yellow, the color is not black, the color is not blue. So the only possibilities for the color of centro are either white or red. I know that no initial of the name is R or W or S. D, doctor, is not possible. So the person for whom this combination exists, his initial name should match with the city's initial. Now, what all cities I have? Faridabad, Bombay is not possible, it's already there. Delhi, Gurgaon is already there. The two cities that are left are Kolkata and Chennai. I know that no name starts with K. So the city for this person should be Chennai, and this is a possibility only for C. So I'll fill these details here. C is a doctor who stays in Chennai, fine, who owns a centro which is either white or red. Rest I cannot solve anything in this set. I have to go ahead with the questions. The first question is, which of the following is true about Charu? Charu, I know that it is C. C is a doctor, Chennai, Centro, and White Red. So B is true. He does not own a Corolla. He is not a consultant. He lives in Chennai. So the answer is option B. Next, the designation of the person who stays in Kolkata. We know that the person who stays in Kolkata must be the person who owns a decor which is yellow in color. This is the only possibility, but as of now we does not know what is his designation. It could be anything. So this cannot be determined. Next, which of the following is definitely true about the person who lives in Kolkata? We know that the person who lives in Kolkata from this table again owns a decor which is yellow in color. So he owns a yellow car. This is true. He is the footballer. We are not sure. He owns the Corolla. This is false. So the option is he owns a yellow car.